What's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to go through a leg session. I fucking love leg sessions. I've been very tight recently, just through my lower back, hips and also glutes. Same as pretty much every fucking dude out there, to be honest, because no one's flexible enough and no one's mobile enough. But having said that, I've been doing mobility work twice a day. I've been stretching, I've been foam rolling, and I feel loosey-goosey, so I feel pretty good. And I've started taking things back up to failure again, guys. I went to failure on my back session yesterday, and it was bloody lovely. So I'm definitely thinking we're going to hit some more failure sets today on my leg session, so I can't wait. First things first, brekkie. We get our 50 grams of protein. And there we have it, guys. Protein, carbs. These have got barely any fat in. So actually, today you see this versus this. I've actually gone for one real bagel, one full thickness bagel, and one thin bagel. Normally I go for two thick bagels. The reason is because it's legs. And quite honestly, I like to pull my carbs down a little bit. So instead of having like 120 grams of carbs, because I've got a jam on there as well, I have like just under 100, just because with legs, like if I've got too much food in my stomach, because of the intensity that we get up to, and because of the weights that we're lifting, because of the pressure that leg day causes, you guys know how it is. If you're training hard on leg day, I'm gonna throw up. So I tactically pull back, and my thought process behind that is, one, just because I feel better when I do that, two, because it doesn't make me feel as sick, three, because I'm pretty fueled up anyway, guys. If you're having 4,500 calories a day, 4,600 calories a day, you're going to be fueled up no matter when the workout. So I could actually probably wake up fasted and train and still get a huge pump because of the amount of food that I eat. So it's not really a big difference pulling away this food. This is just more for how I feel, how I personally feel. So guys, like I said in the food video, don't get married to one idea. Don't get married to like, I need this pre-workout meal, and if I don't, I'm gonna have a bad workout. Because actually your mental attribution to having that meal before a workout will actually make you have a bad workout, you know. So it's not actually the food that's making you have a bad workout. Sometimes it's how our minds are married to these ideas. So don't be afraid to change. I do it. I eat the same things pretty much every day, but I'm just not married to one idea. I will change it if I need to, and I don't get all pent up if I can't change it. So pre-workout meal, one bagel thin, 45 grams of jam, 60 grams of protein, about 600 calories. Let's go. Ooh. Meat delivery. I always get my food off Muscle Food. Why? It's cheaper than Tesco's. That's it. There ain't a better sight than walking in the gym, and ain't no motherfucker in here. This is my gym, guys. The fitness mill Shroud, where my heart belongs. This baby's getting taken for a ride today. How I structure my leg days. I love to get my squats in. I do love to get my squats in, but if you're doing squats every single week, or every single session, you're inherently gonna limit your ability to progress. So all that you can do, a little progression tip, is to swap out the squatting for maybe like another compound variation. So a leg press, maybe you do a hack squat. So right now I'm alternating hack squats and normal squats. It will get to the point where they will become very hard to progress, and all I'll do is I'll just rotate them out, and I'll use something else, and I'll progress upwards. So I've been using leg press as my second exercise on both hack squat days and and normal squat days. It's getting to the point now where it's hard to progress because I'm leg pressing every single week. So what I started to do was change the foot placement. I had one closed feet, one wide feet. Actually, it allowed me to progress a little bit faster again. So be mindful of what you're exhausting in terms of exercises. If you're doing the same exercise for 6 months, something like that, like a lot of people do bench press, like a lot of people do squats, could be a time to rotate out. But for now, we're good. We're gonna progress like shit. I got hack squats today. I had 4 plates and 1.25 plates on last week. So if we can get the 2.5s on or the 5 kilos on, that'd be great. see how it feels first.
This is the top set. On the hack squat, key points that I'm thinking about here are knees out and just collapsing down into the hole and using that. I don't want to stop in the bottom of the hole. I don't want to pause or anything. I want to transfer that power straight through my heels and come up straight and into the quads at the top. This is 4 20 plates and a 5 kilo on the side. Last week was 4 20s and 2.5 on the side. So this is 170 kilos on the hack squat. I'm going for 8. Let's see what happens.
Yes. Drive, push, strong. Good. Strong. Drive, push. Hey. It's good. Push. Let's go. Strong. Up, up. One more. Come on, push.
Fuck. Oh, make some gains, boy.
So I did that first set that you just saw. After I did that first set, I realized this was going to be a fucking hard session. My mindset was on it. I needed to fucking kill it, and I needed to not talk to the camera in between these sets. Sometimes I have those sessions. I'm sure you hear me say it a lot, but like when I get into that intense zone, I can't really sit there and talk to the camera and say, oh, this is why I'm doing this and this is why I'm doing that. And to be honest, that leg session fucking wrote me off. Like I actually threw up today, and it was pretty intense. So I didn't want to. I actually just stopped filming there, to be honest, after that first set, because I just felt very in it, and I thought, you know what, I can't waste this. I can't waste that feeling. And sometimes that's what I think you need to do, guys, is just ride that beautiful wave of intensity and get things done the way that you need to get them done, and that was the case today. But don't fear, guys, because I have footage. Started off with a hack squat. Like I said, I alternate the hack squat and the normal squat. I am going to have to bring in a third rotation soon because they're both getting very heavy. Those squats were very heavy, even though they're PBs by 5 kilos and 2 reps, by the way, causing me a little bit of tension in the hip flexors, and I just need to have an alternate session that doesn't put so much pressure on the hip flexors, because there's a lot of squatting at the moment. And I'm really starting to feel the negatives. It was high and wide leg press, guys. I love the high and wide leg press. You come down nice and slow. You feel that stretch through the hamstrings, and then you really fire off the glutes, and then you do hit the quads at the top. So a hack squat and a squat for me, just because I am a little bit more quad dominant, while it does bring in every single muscle, it's a little bit more quads for me. Just personally, that's how I feel. You might feel differently. That's fine. So I tend to back off the quads on the second exercise with a more of a hamstring based movement, like a high and wide leg press. And I did this for 3 sets again. Like the last videos, guys, I'm going to put all of the sets and the reps and the exercises at the end when I finish talking about it, so you can get on there. Then I went on to lunges, guys. I've been really trying to work on my lunge because I want to build those hamstrings. I want to build those glutes. I've said to the channel that I want to do a natural bodybuilding competition. That hasn't changed. Maybe even like a natural classic, if that even is a thing. I'll probably be too small for classic anyway, but maybe natural bodybuilding. So I need to bring up my hamstrings. I need to bring up my glutes, because looking at pictures from last year, they got peeled, but they were not dense. They were not striated like necessarily my upper body was. So that's something I really need to work on. Then I went on to a compound movement for hamstrings. So I think it's very important that you do hit a compound for quads and you hit a compound for hamstrings. Obviously, if you're doing like a quad calf split versus a hamstring glutes, or however you want to split it, that's absolutely fine. I understand. But this is like I do 2 more general exercises, 2 more general leg days. I just prefer it that way. Maybe I'll split it up when I get the 3rd rotation in, who knows. But I did a barbell stiff leg deadlift. Now I'm trying to build this deadlift strength in various ways, and I find that barbell stiff legs are one of them. I can get good tension. I get better tension from dumbbells, I'm not going to lie, but I have dumbbells as my other rotation as my compound. So if you're going to hit hamstrings in a session, make sure you're hitting a compound first, so you can get some heavy work done. Then I did lying hamstring curls, so straight into an isolation exercise. And this was an absolute killer. I killed off my hamstrings here to finish them. and it was 3 sets on the final set. I did a triple drop set with partials at the end as well. Shout out to Mountain Dog Training, John Meadows for that one. I actually watched a hamstring video of him and Jeff Nipper today, and that's what the motivation was there. Then I moved on to leg extensions. Leg extensions are just leg extensions. Make sure you're doing them properly. Sit right down in there. Make sure your hips are in. You see a lot of people come up and the hips come up. Actually, what you're doing there is reducing the flexion point. So you're reducing the distance that your quad has to go, making the lift easier. We want to go through full range of movement in these exercises, guys, so we're getting maximal muscle recruitment. I hope you can see with the sun in my background, by the way. Sorry if you can't. And then I just touched up with calves, guys. I actually pulled out one exercise. Let me tell you why. Because I told you before this, I am going to failure. Failure means intensity goes up, means muscular recruitment is up, which means I don't necessarily need as much volume. And this is very much intuition. This is very much how I felt. And when I felt I didn't need that because the work was done, and I'm sat here, my legs are still shaking. I still feel a little bit sick, to be honest. And yeah, guys, I think there's a big thing to say for intuition training while having your set program for sure. But I think there's a big thing in intuition training. So that was the leg workout. That's my leg workout 2. I have 2 rotations, soon to bring in 3 rotations. And it was a beautiful leg session. Guys, if you want to grow your legs, do the hard shit, go till failure, and really just go to those boundaries that you don't think you can actually go to. I really find it helpful when people are next to me saying one more, one more, one more, you know, and I honestly set unrealistic targets in my head. I weighed up 10 kilos on the previous week, and I was supposed to get to 15, and I worked out the volume, and I worked out how many I needed to get, and it was 12 that I needed to get, and I thought if I get to 12, I'm getting 15. I am getting 15, and you know what? As soon as I hit 15, my legs were shaking, I was screaming. But that's when you turn the end. That's when you flick that beautiful switch. You go to your fucking nasty place. You go to that place that you need to go in order to fucking grow, and you make the change. And that was it. 3 reps extra, 15 reps done, 10 kilos up on last week. Sometimes it's just a matter of mindset, guys. And I think you really need to understand that. It's just, you will do more than you think you can, without a doubt. Without a doubt, you will do more than you think you can. So if you can tap into that on your own, I think you're ahead of a lot of people there. So I hope you enjoyed the leg workout. I think I'll show you my post-workout meal, and then we'll wrap this video up.
550 grams of sweet potato, 200 grams of chicken, a little bit of sauce. Need a little bit of sauce. And then after this, I am gonna have. Here's what everyone keeps asking me about on YouTube. These flaked pudding rice. And that is the end of the video, guys. I got a friend over today from Brazil. He's here for 3 days, so there's not going to be any filming. I'm just going to be catching up with him. It's always good to see him. It's been a long few years since I last saw him, so very good to catch up. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you soon. Peace.